Right, so one thing I was realising, when we talk about relaxation in Tai Chi, we're not talking about kind of our understanding of relaxation, which is slumped on the sofa with some chips watching Strictly or something like that. It's not like that at all. It's an alert relaxedness, so it's very, very alert, and it's being very, very clear and understanding what you're feeling in your body and noticing what you're feeling in your body, and also your surrounding environment, noticing that at the same time, but with very relaxed muscles and open joints and things. So it's not like when you go, that's asleep. So it's relaxed, but it's in alert at the same time. So it was just something I was thinking of, because I was noticing we do the relaxation thing, and then as a culture we go, but actually what we should be doing is going like that, but being very alert. So it's more like how a cat would relax. So I've been, our housemate's away, she's camping, which I thought was very brave of her, but apparently it's been wonderful. And I thought, well, she must have a very good sleeping bag and very good cooking equipment. That's all I can say, because it's been quite cold. But she's been listening, and the bird song, really good winter bird song in the morning, is actually the Winter Dawn chorus, is actually really nice. So there's been that going on. And so the relaxation is more like you're noticing what's going on. And then the cat we've been looking after, which is her cat, it will be all curled up and asleep, but every now and then an ear will twitch, you see, because she's paying attention, but her body is relaxing. So it's kind of, I haven't quite got there yet. I'd have to ask Eva or Master Chung about it and say, when it says in the Tai Chi classics, move like a cat, it's not just move like a cat, it's notice like a cat. So the cat's aware, because one thing that Tallulah the cat does is she'll do these little wiggles and then go and relax and spread out, but then she's not missing anything. So she'll know when one of us comes into the room, because her ear will go, and she won't move, but you can tell she's aware of everything. And that's the type of relaxation that they want to cultivate in Tai Chi. So it's not just move like a cat, it's sort of notice what's going on like a cat. So it's, but again, I'd have to ask someone that's been teaching longer than me, because I've only just twigged in basically last week. And I'm like, why is it when I say relax, everyone switches off? And I'm like, oh, because this is UK relaxation, this isn't Chinese relaxation, or the Chinese culture, because this is basically we're learning a Chinese movement language. That's why it's so difficult, because there's all their, they've got the tones, we don't have any tones, and we've got our accents. So a lot of people in China that come over here will have a Western equivalent name, just because they don't want us to murder their beautiful language by getting all the tones wrong, because it's like, it's very difficult, very difficult. So let's just start this one. We'll do a little bit of joint mobilising, a little bit in the chair, and then and breathing, and then let's just stamp our feet and just help us. And then we'll go forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. 6, 7, and 8. Now start with the other leg, if you can remember what that is. Forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right, next time we're going to go jab, cross, or we just duck, or just 2 punches. So we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, very good for the brain. 8. And then the other way. Ready, steady, go. Forward, forward, back, back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will help people wake up. So, yeah, but it's quite good. You can do that while watching Strictly. So I went to see my friends because it was her birthday, and I went to see the nieces, and they still can't do the splits. And I can't either, so it was all good. And then we wiggle the fingers. Actually, I'm going to come a bit closer. I don't want to take Nick off there because I'll just try not to sit on the phone. And then, yeah, don't sit on the phone. So now we'll do this one. So just for the people on Zoom, you close, and YouTube afterwards. Now those lights were very nice, but then they were flickering too much, and I couldn't find a setting where it's just plain lights. So we just do that. 5, 6, 7, and we're nice and tall. That's it. 8, 9, and 10. Marvellous. And then shake them out again, and get everything really, get the muscles and the skin to sort of relax. Just really relax. And then the bones. There's this upward feeling in the bones. But yeah, I was really thinking, you know, why is it? I'll demonstrate something, and then it's very difficult to follow because we've been practicing relaxing and we don't have the same relaxation that they do in Chinese internal arts. So when they say relax in Chinese internal arts, it's relax all your muscles, get your posture sorted, and get your mind really sharp. We don't really have that. When someone says relax, what they mean is like, and that's not what it is at all. And it's taken me years to work because I'll go relax and then they'll all switch off, and I'm like, what's going on? Of course, that is relax.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to relax, you just kind of, But this is different. And the word for it is a thing called sung, and it gets translated in sorry if anyone speaks Chinese, I really apologise for murdering your beautiful language. But the word is sung, and I'll check what the tone sound is, because they have 5 tones in, and it makes the word mean different things depending on how you say it. So it's actually, once you get your head around the tones, it's actually quite straightforward. Yeah, but it's just and also the language is very visual, so the writing is very visual. And a lot of the things that they describe have quite a, almost, so the poetry is really wonderful. And then, you know, I've seen like translations of Chinese poetry, but then because something kind of lost, because then it boils it down to one thing, and things like the Tao Te Ching and stuff like that, the big books from China of those philosophical books, there's many ways of interpreting it, which would have also been different in the years it was written. It's a bit like trying to interpret Shakespeare's English, or you know, like really old English, and then you look at it and think, what? And it's a bit like that. So things, but then there could be modern interpretations, and then it can depend. So it's quite. We're getting like we're getting an essence of what the culture is, but it doesn't mean, because they were asking a Chinese master about, you know, can Western people learn Tai Chi, and he said, well, of course they can. It was like, yeah, it's just you've got to be a bit real about, it might take us a bit longer unless we really go for it and practice all the time than someone that's born there, that's in the culture and understands all the cultural context. But the idea is this relaxed but alert. So when you relax the muscles, and then you just imagine you've got very, like when we did the meditation, we were clearing the mind, getting the muscles to relax, and anything bothering us, we can just let go. We can pick it up later. There's plenty to get bothered about these days. So it's let's just do this one for the lower back. So we're just stretching from, oh, that's good. And while we're stretching, imagine this bit. So that's the back wave point there in the crown of the head going, oh. So I don't want to spend too long in the chair, because we will actually fall asleep, because it's late and we're all a bit tired now. We've been at it all day. But we will do relaxing exercises But yeah, I was noticing that I was sort of saying, "I'll put your right foot forward or put your left foot forward," and then people were not doing anything because they were so relaxed. They were actually not really with it, but that's okay because it takes a while to get your head round a different way. I mean, I'm learning. I'm having fun, basically playing on Duolingo, learning some different languages and things. Not really learning, just learning basics. I can't really speak. I had a bit of a go doing the Danish at the weekend, and I managed to say more words and almost speak, but I need an actual teacher. But my friend was so impressed, she goes, "Oh, I can recommend you a good Danish teacher." So at least she didn't go, "Don't bother." Don't bother. So I must have got somewhere. And there's ways of saying things in Danish that we do not have in this country, unless you're a Danish person or Swedish or. But even with the Swedish and the I've been experimenting by comparing it with Swedish and Norwegian, so I've actually managed to pick up a bit of just a few words of those as well. And I can see they've come from a similar origin, but they've all gone off in their different ways. But there's something I'm finding really enjoyable about basically merging all these languages. It's marvellous. It's so interesting, and it's pleasurable, and I can feel that my brain is working and learning new things. And it's the same. That's go round and round in a circle. It's the same. So we're just imagine these muscles around the lower back are melting and releasing. So the idea is you want to explore the pleasure of moving, and we're explorers and we are movement scientists for our own selves. So it's movement, and it's almost like mind science as well, because we're concentrating and paying attention. Because the more you pay attention, the more you're using your brain, the prefrontal cortex part of the brain, and all this stuff basically builds up the combination of the being aware of your body that gets your sensory receptors engaged. It's all giving really useful stuff into the brain, which will help improve your balance. It will help improve your cognitive function. And so when you're doing this, you want to be up through. So if you look and see how I'm doing it, we'll stick with the same direction. I'm staying upright so I can still see around me, and also you want to still be able to hear. There we go. Now that's my friend Nick playing his harps and handpans. So we're collaborating together and making some relaxation CD for Tai Chi. One of them's going to be very, very sparse and very spacious with lots of like nature sounds and things, and the other one's a little bit busier, more for my faster classes, so there's a bit of a choice. And then we're going in the other direction. So again, we're nice and tall, we're relaxing the shoulders, and then notice what you're feeling in the feet, notice what you're feeling in the lower back, and notice what you're feeling in your hands. Breathing in and out, nice and tall. Right, this time, let one arm relax. Actually, let's both arms relax, and we'll just do the swinging thing. So you want to release in these muscles here. So yeah, I got to use some Tai Chi for real at the Milrow Winter Fair, because the stage that I'm involved in, it's where I live. We've got the car park, and what they were saying is they quite like it if there could be things that are after hours. So after the Winter Fair's officially closed, we carry on for 3 more hours with like music and stuff, and But basically what happened was that by that time there were a rather large number of exuberant, inebriated people at the front, jumping around and having a lovely time, except the problem is when you've got people like that, it occasionally attracts people that are maybe less pleasant. Yeah. So me and Mike, we were sat like this on the front of the stage, and occasionally forming a physical block, so we were practicing our groundedness, of people trying to jump onto the stage to annoy whoever was performing on it. We were there as physical blocks. We just had us and our high-vis jackets between them. But I've asked next time if we can maybe get some professional security in for next year. But I mean, we were, you know, maybe got to practice. So I got a bit of practice in, and then one of them thought that all the women would like him cuddling them, and then so I helped peel his hands off the drunken women. And so that's inappropriate, off you go. And then asked the woman if she was out, and she was fine because she was quite drunk as well, so it was all right. But it was all, they were all, and then they sort of continued dancing, but it was very interesting culturally. So we just breathe in and breathe out. So I know for sure that Tai Chi really does work. So I was like that. And it was great fun. And yeah, I mean, there was some really good like reggae music. There was, I don't know a lot about hip hop. It was very good though. These youngsters that were doing all this, not too colourful language either. It was very, very thoughtful, and I'd not really heard it. I was really listening. It was very good. So up and over, and feel that stretch. But I've given some feedback saying we need actual proper security, because actually neither me or Mike were being paid, and that was a bit above and beyond. I mean, we got paid in soup, but that was a lot of work for a couple of cups of soup, you know. Okay, oh, that's much better. Right, let's do, what we're going to do is, this is good for the lower back, and it's also good for the hamstrings. I'll just see what you wrote down. And
I'll get to it.
yeah. Oh, what you need is something under your feet, or just do them standing up. You're allowed to do them standing up, that's fine. It's just we're doing them sitting down because we're all a bit tired. But or you need a shorter chair. Yeah. So what we do, we go like this, go underneath the leg. I'll do it from the side because. And then you stretch the leg up, that's it. So now don't show off. If you can get, you know, if you can get it to head height, just don't do that because you'll put the others off.
Yeah, go the other end.
10, was that 10? I think that was 10. Right, we'll do 10 more. So I mean, Barry McGinley, when he does stuff like this, he can get his foot to head height. And he's in, I think he's 60 now. Pretty impressive. But if you practice stretching, if you do stretching every day, so I've been doing, that was about 10. I've been doing a thing called, I just lie down, I do sort of bed exercise, and I do a lot of stretching in bed before I go to sleep, and then after I've woken up, and I don't really want to get out of bed, so I stay in bed, but I do all my stretching and wiggling and a bit of turn, and then I do stretching and stretch the hamstrings and things, and do my lower back by doing that one where you look to one side and knees go to the other, and it just helps release all that off. So then when I do get out of bed, I'm almost ache free. You know, there's always niggles and things, because, you know, once you get over a certain age, you always got, but if you can reduce it, I think that's, So try it out as an experiment, do a bit of stretching, and I'll just demonstrate what to do when you're in bed, just a little bit of a thing. So you can just stretch up, you have to go down the bed a bit, otherwise you whack the headboard, but you just stretch like that, and you kind of do little wiggles, and then you do this one, and then the knees go one way and the head goes the other, And you do that one a few times, but before you do that, you do circles. So you circle 10 times one way, circle 10 times the other, and then stretch, and stretch. And you could just do that, and then just do little wiggles, and then you could do that. That's your hips being done. If you can be bothered, you can sit up and do that, but if not, you can just do that, and then you've done your hips, and then you've done your hamstrings, and then you can sit up and maybe do a bit of this kind of stuff if you want, and do some stretching and things, and then you know, so it's yeah, you know, then you can just roll out. And then, yeah, it's basically yoga, bed yoga.
Very much like warm up.
Yoga warm up, yeah. Well, Eli does yoga as well as Tai Chi, and he does like a yoga warm up. He does squats, he does stretches, because if you want the joints to be nice and mobile, you need to have stretched a bit, and also the stretching helps you to get in touch with your body, so you're aware of how it works. So let's try. Okay, just for fun, see if you can do this one. Now, if you can't do that, just adapt it and try and do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, when Barry does this, he can get his leg to the side of his head. But that's because Barry's made out of rubber. So I'm not made out of rubber. So this is after a few years, this is. And it's better than it was, but it's still not great. And then the other one he does is he grabs hold of the foot and then straightens, I'll show you, straightens the leg like that. That's horrible, that. That's absolutely horrible. Yeah, don't worry. That's good enough. That's good enough. Oh, well done. Oh, well done. So that was very good. But unless you try these things out, you don't know if you can't do them or not. The other one that Barry does is Eli does, he grabs hold of his leg and does, so it's like you're rocking a little baby. Oh. You might not be able to do that, but you can maybe do it lower down, and that will still help with, yeah, just do something. It can be down there. It can be down there. It doesn't have to be up there. It's just so yeah. But you can so with the hips, if you sink backwards. Oh, we've just lost Nick. Come back, Nick. Oh, there we go. I'll just pop him down there. So I'm waiting for him to finish. So if you sit back and then you can open that hip. So if you do this exercise, that will help loosen that hip up.
Okay.
And then do the other one. So we've got nice. Okay. Right. We've done that one. We've done that one. Yeah. Let's stand up. And then we'll do it 3 times. And we sit back, and then actually I'll do it from the diagonal view so you can see the hips go back. And then we walk forward. This is good exercise, and then up we go. And we go back. So if you did this every day, you would get super strong legs. Try going up slower. Ooh, that really murders the legs. If you need a bit of well done. This is great. So try these things out, and also if you don't manage to do it the first or even the 10th time, it doesn't matter. It's because we are exercising, we're getting our legs stronger. So some people have got, so let's make a bit more space. That's it. And we'll just do this now. So some people have got very super strong legs. But leg strength, yeah, the up and down, sit to stand, that will strengthen your legs. And doing Tai Chi strengthens your legs. I mean, those of you that were here this morning, you will have noticed, because we had a new had a new person, and then you also met one of my private students who came. Just how, did you notice how good your balance was?
Yes.
In comparison?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
And actually, when some of you, when they arrived, some of the people that arrived to that class were about that person's
I mean,
level.
I can stand on one leg when I first started coming.
Yeah. So you don't have to do it all at once, and it's all very good. Now try moving the weight. Actually, we won't do the arms yet. Let's just do without the arms. Just move the weight. So we're looking at balance today, but gently, because we're also look at being calm but alert. And actually, if you want to be calm and alert, it's best to do that by not doing much, and then that will help. Otherwise, if you try and do too many things, you can't really be calm. You're alert, because that's your adrenaline system kicking off. A bit like when we were practicing being calm and alert, when we were watching, very slowly watching the drunk gentleman, well, he wasn't really a gentleman, come over with his sort of arms to try and flomp round her, but we couldn't tell whether he was going to, and then he'd kind of try and go onto the stage, and then we'd sort of, it was quite good, because when we were both there, looking very nice and relaxed, and you're right, yeah, I'm fine, it's all good. And it was just very good practice. I got to practice practical Tai Chi for 3 hours. It was marvellous while it was
Might be able to
done.
get punching in sometimes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I couldn't really do that. Then that would count as sort of gentle removing and gentle kind of, he sort of tried to come over, and I just went, and then watched him go that way a bit. That was very satisfying. And it's just reassuring. I mean, if you ever need to, if that, oh, that's Nick with his nightingales. Oh, that's Nick.
Lovely, isn't it?
So that's a real nightingale that he would have recorded.
Wow.
He's got a very understanding wife, as my friend Nick, and he goes out. He spent 3 years every spring for 3 months a year recording dawn choruses and nightingales. And that would involve him going out the night before, staying up all night for the nightingales, and then getting back home at like 7 a.m. or a little, sometimes a bit earlier. That's a nightingale, that's an actual real nightingale. So we're just rocking forwards and back. So just feel, now notice your feet, so you're noticing the heel, and notice which part of the heel you're on, and then notice you want to get between the ball of the foot and the toes. And if you draw the toes in slightly, you can use the toes to push yourself back a bit. It's very exciting. And also notice, try and notice each individual toe. That's just something that my teacher ever said. Notice each of your individual toes when you go, what? But actually, after about, I mean, it took me about 10 odd years, but I now can notice when I pay attention. I go, right, what's my big toe feel? It's like, how's my driving? What does my little toe feel like? What's the middle one? What are the other two? Oh, okay, yeah. And then you want to release and relax around the ankles, you see. Now, we're gonna do turn, 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 turn. So you can do one turn. Actually, we'll do one turn. So this is the going towards the. Now watch out for your friends. No whacking each other. You're not in the car park. No, it was a very genteel mosh pit basically that I was. I've been in some quite rough ones. Not very long. My friend. I didn't know much about heavy duty rock music, and my friend took me to a gig saying I was culturally bereft. And so I went, and she found the biggest, most placid big person, and that was our buddy for the evening, and he was from Glasgow and was a mental health nurse and was massive. And we ended up in this mosh pit because it just appeared, and then he kind of said, oh, I'm getting too old to be in a mosh pit. And so he stood at the edge, and then I watched as a couple of people literally bounced off this chap. Johnny's name was Big John, and I was very impressed. And I thought, oh, and I could see how he was standing. I thought, he does Tai Chi, because he was like, and they just bounced off. So the idea with this posture is you're so correct and in touch, everything's connected, that if a bouncy person would bounce and bound over, they just bounce off like a kangaroo or something. It'd be great. Okay, now try turning in the other direction if you can work out what that is. So it's like this, you see. So you want your chin tucked in a bit, so you release and stretch the neck. And we're all breathing. Marvellous. This is good. So breathing in and breathing out. Oh, that really is nice. But yeah, Nick spent 3 years recording He's got a CD of just Nightingales that he edited for 3 years into 1 hour long CD. But they actually do literally sing all night. I mean, they start off little spurts, sporadic during the night from about April. Then as the months progress, now for fun, try doing 2 turns per leg. 1, 2. If you can't work out what that is, don't worry. So 2 turns on the left leg, 2 turns on the right leg. And there's an outward work version and an inward version. So you wanna stay upright while you're doing it. Marvellous. Okay, go back to the middle, and we're going to do the tiny turning. So when I went to see Master Chen earlier, Big Master Chen, Grandmaster Chen, who's in his 80s, and he's in amazing nick, like amazing. He moves like someone in his 30s. I mean, he moves and he can get up and down stairs, and he's very flexible and very relaxed, and he can hit really hard, and it's marvellous. And so he does this. I'll just show you from the side so you can see the arms. So I've got my trouser seam here. I'm just going slightly inside my trouser seam, and you can do it sitting down, because this is a boot camp. And then what you want to do is you want to release. So if you're doing tiny turning in a chair, I'll just have to perch on the end there so I don't sit on. It's tiny turning like that in a chair, and we just do tiny turning. I'll show you from the side. And focus on the spine. So notice the spine. So it's a bit like Mike in class. He stacks a load of books on top of each other, and then he'll make them all straight and then press down on them and nothing will happen. Or he'll make them all higgledy-piggledy and press down and then it will fall over. So that's the idea with the spine. You're aligning your spine. That's it. So the chin's tucked in and the head, this bit, is the top through this bit, and that's where the string, you imagine the string is there, and then the rest hangs down. And then you just do tiny turning. And when we do this with Master Chen, we do this for a very, very long time, because we're actually training with him all day. We usually you do 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening, in the afternoon, with a couple of hours. Usually he has 2 hours for lunch, which I highly approve of. Whereas Baby Master Chen, you do 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the afternoon, with an hour for lunch, but with breaks in the middle, whichever doesn't like. So if she's there, she'll make us all her students have to train with her. Go, no, we're still practicing, we're not going to sit there and chat. And we're like, all right. So it's all good. So there we go. Okay, and then we're doing bouncing. Okay, now let's do the forward and back thing. So you imagine you've got tram lines that are shoulder width apart. So, and your heel and my toes are pointing towards the corner. Now I step with my foot, heel, toe. I'll show you that from the side. So we're like this. So if I'm on a tightrope, it's very hard to balance. Whereas if I'm on tram lines, you want a nice generous width between the heels and a generous length. But because this is quite a strong movement, and if you're beginning, you actually want a half bow and arrow stance rather than a full bow and arrow stance. So just maybe, it's the width that's the important thing. And you want your front toes to point towards the wall and the back toes point. So if you do that with your arms, that will show you where your toes are going. And if they're doing that, that's too much. If they're doing that, that's not enough. And now, sink your weight into the front foot and breathe. And then sink back and sink your weight into the back foot. So you need to bend that back leg. And you keep your feet flat on the floor. That's it. So we sink forward and we sink back. Can you feel it moving? Yeah, you need, think tram lines, not tightrope. It's tram lines. Shoulder width tram lines. So if you go shoulder width, so you start, look, you start shoulder width, measure yourself up to the opposite wall. So you need to find an opposite wall and directly stand at 180, not 45. No, you want to be directly facing the wall, directly facing the wall. Then you turn your foot out and then place the other foot forward and then turn so that you're still directly facing the wall. So the back foot will form a bit of an angle here. So it might be 30 degrees, might be 35, depends how your body got put together. So, yeah, you're doing that.
Oh.
We're doing this. So you want to find a wall, so your wall will be that one over there. So what you want to do is, so look, that wall over there. So you guys are fine where you are. Look, see? Then I'm lining my front and shoulders and hips up with a wall. So you find a wall and you use that for, that's it. Yeah. And then we just sink forwards and back. Now, normally when you get really good you can do 10 minutes, but we're not going to do 10 minutes because our legs would explode. I mean, I can, but that's because I've had 30 odd years and I'm used to my legs exploding. And then you come up. Now try that with the other side, but it's worth maybe doing 1 minute or 2 minutes while you're getting the strength, because it's quite a strong. So I'll put my weight there, then I can free that leg up to move. And so what we're doing for the viewers at home, we're using that wall, or that wall, or that wall, or that wall to line up with. And then it's much easier, because then you can work it out by, is my shoulders and hips facing the opposite wall? No. Yes. So it's very, there's a definite right and wrong answer. So yeah. Oh, when you step, keep the weight, step a bit less.
Oh.
Step a bit less, yeah, just so eventually, if you want to really step far forward, you'd have to sink down so low. Oh my goodness, that's too much work. So have the feet flat on the floor and we're going into the back leg and into the front leg. And we also are paying attention to the whole of the sensation of contact with the foot. So why do you think that's a good thing to do? Feeling. It strengthens the back, yeah, because we're doing it. What about specifically, what's good about focusing on the feet?
Get your balance.
Yeah, it gets your balance. Yeah, but it strengthens your back as well. Having proper posture strengthens your back. And also we did a lot of back, we did some back exercises. You have got between 100 and 200,000 sensory receptors in the foot. That is a lot of very useful balance information for the brain. So by focusing on it, it's training your brain to notice what the feet are noticing. Because a lot of the time we're too stuck up in here, thinking about, oh, that person shouldn't have been voted off strictly or whatever, I don't really care. But, you know, I'm just thinking of right, shake it. Can you feel that really murdered your legs?
Yeah,
we didn't feel like we were doing anything at all.
I feel a bit softer.
Yeah. So by focusing on the underside of the feet and the contact with the feet, it tells our brain what's happening on the ground without us needing to look down. By moving slowly forwards and backwards, we are strengthening our legs. I think we need a water break. Whew, water break. I'm going to pause the video. And then if you want to sit down and do these, feel free. If you want to stand up and do them, feel free. We're just going to do some movements from the first Shibashi set. We'll do the first. We'll do the first 4 movements. I wanted to do the 8, but never mind. So we come up, we breathe in. This draws in, and then we breathe out. And you can do, yeah, that's it. So sitting down is just as good as standing up, and it's just different. It's not less, it's different. Because some of the exercises when we do them sitting down, they're actually harder. So, and that's what Mr. Motivator says it as well. And if he says it, it must be true. So he does in all his classes. He's now on a cruise in the Caribbean, poor chap. He's teaching. How awful. Him and his missus and one of the other motivators are teaching fitness classes on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. So they're teaching up to 200 people a day, or maybe even more, because his classes are incredibly popular. And getting to hang out around the beautiful Caribbean for about a month. He goes, yeah, I'll be gone a month. Oh, poor chap. How awful. How awful. being paid to go on a cruise.
It's the warmth, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the warmth.
In the warmth, so you don't have to worry about cold muscles or joints. Oh, it'd be glorious. And then we come forward, open, yeah, back and down. So, spending a nice amount of time getting your body just so. And yes, watch out for your friends.
Bash, bash.
Bash, bash, yeah. I mean, it is a martial art, so, and I have used it for bash, bash. I'm not very good at that bit, but my teachers are. And I feel confident that, although I'm not an expert, I could do something that would make me memorable and maybe less attractive for, you know, which is quite reassuring really. It's very, very nice to know. So now we do dance the rainbow. So we come up like this, and then we just carry on a little bit because of having to get the room sorted out, we're a bit late. That's it. So that goes, yeah, if your rainbow's a bit lower, you can have rainbows that are lower down, because when I was in Wales, there was a rainbow that was really low down the hill. Actually, it was about there. So you can have your rainbow there, or you can have your rainbow above the hill. Yeah. So it depends how your arms are. So now we'll do this one, parting the clouds. And again, it could be parting the fog on the hill, or it can be parting the clouds. It depends on, just watch out for the light works though. Oh. That feels better. Oh. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So I went and got myself a step for step aerobic step, because I've just been experimenting with doing Tai Chi stepping on and off the step, and it's quite good fun. Yeah. I like finding out things. So okay. Right, and then rub the hands together. and polishing the face. So think of all those years just flying off your face right now as you're doing this. You're getting smoothing it all out, looking very youthful. Well, it does actually, because it helps increase the circulation around the face. So it'll probably, you know, put a bit of circulation in, and then underneath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Eva swears by this one. She says it helps get rid of your double chin. I personally don't care, but it's quite nice. And then rub your hands together, and then give your lower back. Just show you from back, lower back a rub. Oh, that's nice. That's really, really good. And we'll just do a little bit of a bounce. Oh, we didn't do any squatting, but we'll leave that for... Squats are very important. So Eva, who's 77, I think, she does jumping, hopping, squats. Yeah. She does yoga, bit of yoga as well as all the Tai Chi. She's super fit as well. She's really good at it. And breathing in, breathe out. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Breathe out. And then we'll have to put the room back to how we...
That's an exercise in itself.
That's an exercise in itself. It's a good job we've done that warming up, isn't it? Yeah. One more time. So we've got 2 more weeks after this. Last one is on the 22nd of December. So what I propose might be a nice thing to do. Maybe we could, after we've put things away, maybe we could stop with have some mince pies and a cup of tea. Because we'll have done all this exercise and then we can put the calories back in again. Right. So there we are. So make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together, and bow and give yourselves a clap. That was really good. High level class today because we were looking at minutiae, so that's good. Well done, Zoomies and YouTubers. And yes, I'll see you in the next class. Have a great rest of your day. All right. Bye. Bye. Bye.